In today's show, we're going to be unboxing the Ultra Edition of Shadow Games, a brand new Dreamcast game that came out this year via Sega Dreamcast. My name's Mike, and this is the Retro Gamer Boy Show. Welcome back to the show, and if you're new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? And if you're a regular, remember to drop down into the comments below, let me know what your favourite Dreamcast game was. So I've got my hands on the Ultra Edition for Shadow Games. This is like a collector's edition. We haven't had a collector's edition for the Dreamcast in decades. I could be slightly wrong, maybe there was one before then, but still, a collector's edition for our Dreamcast. So I'm going to take you through the Ultra Edition. I'm going to be opening that up, unboxing it, going through everything there, and then we'll play through a couple of levels from the final game. Right, let's unbox this bad boy. So here we go, the Shadow Games Ultra Edition. Brand new game made for a classic console, packaged as if it was a modern collector's edition. Really, really nice. The quality of the materials the guys have chosen is outstanding. Right, let's slip this sleeve off that holds the Ultra Edition together. It's a nice tight fit. There we go. There's the sleeve there. Right, here we go. Open this up. Ooh, what we got here? Right, off the bat, t-shirt. Oh, with something in it as well. Let's have a look what we've got that's in here. Feels like the game. Here we go. This is the soundtrack. Really nice. Very, very cool. Freddie Mercury on the front there. There's another, I'm guessing this is another, oh look. This is the US version of the game. Now I think this is universal, so it will play in any of the consoles, but it's got all the US packaging. Really, really nice. Really nice. Look at that, got all the Japanese text on here. Maybe this is a Japanese version. Not that up on my on my Dreamcast boxes here. Region 3 though on the back here, and obviously 𝗴𝗺𝗶𝗴 who published this, and the developer on the back there as well. But very, very cool. Love the artwork on here. In fact, the artwork for both these boxes are really, really, really nice. Then we have the t-shirt. Let's have a look what we've got here. Shadow Games t-shirt. Pretty much my entire wardrobe for the last 20 years has been video games t-shirts. So awesome to add another one there to the collection. Although I don't know if I'm going to keep this boxed. Ooh. The troubles a boxed, complete and boxed collector faces. Do you keep it in the box or do you actually use it? Right, the t-shirt. Put that down here. We've got the art book. I love art books. Absolutely love art books. And here we can see all the illustrated characters. These are directly from the game. Really, really nice. Little details on each of the characters, which is good. And a lot of people don't appreciate this, that a lot of developers will actually have to write the backstory for characters, and even the enemies in there. It helps you when you're designing and creating these things, but you never get to see the backstories that are created for these characters. Look at this, very, very cool. Different approaches they had to the art style. Very nice. Very, very cool. Love these art books. Just show the development of the game. Show all the lovely artwork off that games have. So very nice. And then we've got a little note from the dev team there. 𝗪𝗺𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃. Very cool. More packaging, and this is, I think, the European version. And here we have the European version. So this one isn't sealed, so we can have a peek inside. See what it looks like. It's the game disc. And we get a there's a manual. Oh, I love manuals. The thing I miss most from modern physical games, no manuals. And they were like little art books, weren't they? Especially the more modern ones. Some of the early Mega Drive ones as well, because they were in colour. When they went to Blue Spine, when the Mega Drive in Europe went to Blue Spine, all the manuals came back in white. But yeah, they were like little art books. Absolutely love manuals. So there is the European version of the game. Again, I think it is region free as well. And then we've got this tray here. I don't want to ruin it. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna have to lift it up and drop it out. Go. Now I think this is for the like a tray for the bottom of the map, but also a nice little picture that you could frame as well. If you're a massive fan of the game, or just want some awesome game art on the back of your wall. So there is the Ultra Edition, and it's pretty ultra, I would say. That is a great collector's edition of a game. Really enjoyed that. Right. Let's get some time in the game, do a little review on it, and tell you what I think of the final version of Shadow Gangs for the Dreamcast. Right, welcome to Shadow Gangs. We previewed this when it was just a demo at Kickstarter. Now we've got the full game, the full physical game, the Ultra Edition, and I'm going to play a little bit of the final game now so you can see what this game's like and whether it's something you want to consider buying for yourself. Right, so we've got an intro here, never had that in the demo. I'm actually going to skip the demo and go straight into the game. Right, so we've got start, missions, options, achievements, and credits there. Let's go straight into the game here. Ooh, choice of colours. Well, I guess it's got to be the crimson. It's got to be a crimson ninja, surely.
Mission 1. The city.
I love that. I love the voiceover. I'd love to know who did the voiceover for that, because it's brilliant. Now, obviously, when we were playing the demo, this had a really short load time, but then it was loading from the hard drive straight into the game. It was pretty quick. So it'd be interesting to see how quick this loading screen is for Shadow Gangs. And, you know, it's a very authentic Dreamcast game. Even, you probably can't see it from here. I'll do a close-up on here. But even the VMU has the Shadow Gangs logo on there as well. Well, I'll see if there's some VMU functionality as well after I've played through maybe the first level of the game. So a slightly longer load time, but to be expected. We're running on real hardware as well.
Get ready.
Right, whenever I play any beat 'em up, I can't help but instinctively just play on the D-pad. So you can use the thumbstick as well. That's the thumbstick, but I have to play on the D-pad. Even modern beat 'em ups, I need to play on the D-pad. It's instinctive. It's very good. The demo, I really enjoyed the demo. And this is, you know, this is as good as the demo. It's really nice, really fast, responsive. The audio is brilliant. There we go, Crimson Ninja. And how 80s is that? All those ninja skills, a lifetime of training, and he has an Uzi. His primary weapon, an Uzi. Brilliant. Very, very 80s. Now, from what I can remember in the demo, you had to collect, I think you had to collect all your ninja friends, or the ones that had been kidnapped. I can't quite remember if you had to do that or whether that's changed in the full game. But that's definitely what you're searching for, is all these other ninjas hidden around the map. Yeah. The audio in this game is outstanding. Very, very good. Controls are really nice and responsive as well. But the audio really, really stands out. Now, there's a lot of Dreamcast fans out there that will be a little disappointed because they want full 3D games for their Dreamcast. That's understandable, right? They want games that really push the hardware. And this will push the hardware in some ways, you know. It's got illustrated characters, large amounts of textures. So it's pushing the hardware in a way. And if you know the Steam version of this game, you'll know that there's a ton of little visual tweaks and effects that haven't made it in, like reflections on windows. And that's because they've had to optimize for the system. But if you're looking for 3D, obviously this is not going to be for you. If you're looking for a really well-polished, great, fun game to play for your Dreamcast, then this is really good. You know, this is a great beat 'em up, really well thought through. There's a ton of levels in here. Visuals are really nice, sounds really good, progression's really good. I've not really got into the achievements yet, so that may add another level of depth to the overall game. But, you know, just as the demo was great to play, this is exactly the same, just as good. Really nice, a little tighter on the fighting perhaps.
Get ready.
And some of the audio effects, they seem to be better. But overall, you know, this first level already is just brilliant. Classic 80s feel. Some really nice beat 'em up stuff. Now it is ranged beat 'em up, so it's kind of like that. Definitely, like I think I said this in the preview as well. More Shinobi than Streets of Rage. So you're not going around punching, grabbing, throwing. It's all about ranged attacks. There's some close quarter attacks with swords, like that one. Kicking as well. But primarily, exactly like a Shinobi game. Colin! Colin the Cyber Ninja. Brilliant. Prove yourself. Right, I'm going to go down here first. Get some extras. Right, so let's take care of this guy. Oops. Should have seen that coming. And that. Oh my god. What the hell am I doing? Right.
Level complete.
Fluffed it at the end there. But that's okay. We got to the end. Right, we'll play a little bit of the level 2. And then I'll carry on playing. I'm probably going to play it for another hour or so. See how far I can go. And then I'll give you my thoughts on what I think of Shadow games. And whether it's worth you picking up a copy. Right. Time for level 2.
Bonus stage.
Oh, bonus stage for level 2. Now, this is a machine gun level. Right. No, don't let him go away. How do you pick them up? I think you got to shoot them. No. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. I didn't collect any pickups though. That was brilliant. Again, that was the Shinobi in the arcade, I think, that had that. But a great little bonus level there. I completely forgot about the bonus levels. Now, I don't think the bridge was... I think it was only Mission 1 you got in the demo. So this is all going to be new for me now. It's nice little polishes like that, bits of polish like that pan up for the camera. That kind of set this game apart from others. Right. See if we can become a Crimson Ninja sooner rather than later. Oops. There we go, Crimson Ninja, is that? No. I think that's a special move of some sort. There is a special move that you can use. Not tried it yet. Oops, can't hit those guys. And again. I love the soundtrack. Love the soundtrack. Alright, here we go. Oh! There's the special move. Press that by mistake instead of jump. No, don't take my stuff. Take them out. Oh, I pressed it again. Okay. Ah, dead. Right, we'll leave it there. I'm going to play some more and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Shadow Gangs is a lot of fun to play. It really feels like one of those classic Shinobi games brought into a modern day era, and to have it on the Dreamcast as well is just excellent. Now of course it came out on Steam as well, but if you want something just a little more authentic, something to add to your Dreamcast collection, then I can wholeheartedly recommend picking up Shadow Gangs. Now you can jump over to 𝗴𝗺𝗶𝗴's website, they're the publisher for the game, and you can pick up a copy there, a full physical version of Shadow Gangs, and I'll put the link in the description below. Now I really enjoyed playing this game. The depth to the mechanics remain from the demo, and the traversals just been tweaked ever so slightly, making it a lot sharper and cleaner to move around your environment. I love jumping up and down through the levels. That horizontal traversal really adds something to the game, something that was in Shinobi games, but not to the extent of Shadow Gangs. Now of course, the presentation is excellent. Some people may wish that this was more pixel-based artwork, but it is illustrated artwork, so it feels really nice and sharp. The audio is outstanding, and it really has that 80s pop rock feeling to it. And if you've got a Dreamcast, you get the physical version of this. You can also play the audio soundtrack, even if you don't get the Ultra Edition or buy the soundtrack. Of course, you can just pop your disc into your Dreamcast and play through the tracks available on the disc. Now if you're a Dreamcast fan and you love the Shinobi games, then this is an absolute no-brainer for you. No, it doesn't have fancy 3D graphics. Yes, it's a 2D platformer game, but it's on the Dreamcast. It's a new game out in 2022, and it's really well executed on. Great graphics, solid gameplay with some awesome depth to it, and a brilliant soundtrack. Now if you enjoy retro gaming videos, if you love new games for old consoles, if you want to see anything about the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive, then why not consider subscribing? You can do this by clicking on a little button just below this video. And of course we put out brand new shows every single Monday, and so that you never miss one, make sure you click on the little bell just below this video. Now if you can't wait until Monday, don't worry, because we got a huge back catalogue of retro gaming videos for you to enjoy, 2 of which you can watch over here.